Alright, this week on Retro Recipe Remix, we're making a baked ham. We found this recipe in the beautiful 1937 Better Homes and Garden Cookbook, and so we're going to give it a go.
And we're going to do my favorite part of cooking today, which is make something up, because it tells you in here, it gives you instructions on how to roast your basic ham, but it tells you use any kind of glaze you want. It gives you examples like honey or fruit syrup or cider or brown sugar or what have you. But what I'm going to do is put together a bunch of more complex flavors and throw it on your standard ham.
The first step is place whole or half-cured ham, fat side up, on rack in oven.
When you make a glaze, you only put it on about halfway through or towards the end of cooking, because the glaze is made of sugar and it'll burn if you put it in early. But it tells you use any kind of glaze you want. It gives you examples like honey or fruit syrup or cider or brown sugar or what have you. But what I'm going to do is put together a bunch of more complex flavors and throw it on your standard ham. Because I'm not a huge fan of just the basic like crushed pineapple dumped over or just brown sugar, so we're going to go crazy. Try to follow along. So I'm going to make a glaze now out of a bunch of stuff. And because I'm a cook more than I am a baker. We've been doing baking stuff, but that's not really my forte because I'm not good at measuring. So I've decided that we're going to go with mustard, which is traditional. I'm going to reduce some delicious ginger beer, which is made up. It was in my fridge. Maple syrup, which sounds good to me. And maybe some garlic, some traditional cloves. You know how they always dot the ham with cloves? I'm going to maybe do that, maybe just put it in the sauce. And raisins, and then some soy sauce for saltiness. And then I'm on the fence about brown sugar, cranberries, and cranberry pomegranate juice. Is this a twist off?
It's a twist off.
Yeah, okay. No, it's not. Twist it.
Shit, is it not a twist off?
It should be. I think we
it's a twist off.
we twisted it off. We drank one of these.
We drank one of these last time.
So it's got a twist, right?
I
No,
have
that's
a
not a
pan.
twist. Appropriate tool.
Use the appropriate tools.
Quality check.
Quality?
Oh yeah, that'll be good. I want that ginger flavor in there. That'll be good with him. Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah. Approved?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, no, I'm measuring because I'm being a good girl this time. Let's see.
Cup.
Yeah, cup, because we're going to reduce it, so it's going to be much less than this. And I have the heat on super high because it's just a liquid and I'm just boiling it down to try to get it to concentrate, so it doesn't need to be a low heat. I'm doing that thing where I don't measure again. So like, I'm making it up. I don't even know if it'll be good. You gotta forgive me. This is 1/8 cup of raisins.
Say a handful. A
Handful?
handful of
Okay,
raisins.
people can do handfuls. Good.
Handfuls are
Just
good.
Handful. Okay. All right. I'm gonna whisk the rest of my made-up hodgepodge ingredients in a bowl so I can later pour them into there and heat them up. Make sure they all sort of combine. You don't usually need to cook a glaze, so I'm just gonna heat them up so they all combine together before we dump it on the ham, which will happen in like 60 minutes. The ham's got to cook a while first. All right. Whisking together 1/3 cup of maple syrup, tablespoon of mustard. I might want more mustard. Soy sauce for saltiness because it is not only salty but umami. What is that? 1.5 teaspoons. See, I'm so bad at measuring because I just don't want to. I just look at the way it looks in the bowl and the color it turns, kind of how it smells. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now, when they tell you to do a glaze in here, they want about a cup total of liquid, it seems, is what they're recommending, because they say a cup of honey or a cup of syrup. So I'm aiming for about that, if not a little more. What last ingredient? Oh, cloves, I think I'm going to throw in at the end. I could put them in the pan, and then they'll heat up and get all clovey. Is that a good idea?
That is a good idea.
I think that is. Okay, cloves are really strong.
Cloves are delicious.
Really delicious, but really potent. So you don't need to go like, putting giant handfuls. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's plenty. That is plenty. And my assistant is dutifully stirring over here and finishing my ginger here. And this is how you reduce, people. It boils heftily. You get your evaporating liquids, and what you end up with is more syrupy, concentrated sugar. I totally shouldn't have done this, but I secretly put in a shake of garlic because I like garlic in everything. I don't think I've ever seen it recommended for ham, but that won't stop me. I love garlic. This is another tool I like to have in kitchens. My family My parents' family was staunchly against spoon rests because my mom always said it was a tool that you could only use for one thing.
But they're
And
so
why don't
great.
you use a plate?
Spoon rests are the best.
Right.
Which
You're
is
not
the
gonna
best. Yeah.
you're not gonna burn your utensils. You're not gonna make a bunch of
You're not
dishes
gonna, like,
messy.
Melt the plastic.
You're
or
not
the
gonna melt
handle
the
by
plastic.
accident.
You're not gonna
It's
drip
great.
sauce into your raisin lid. So, I recommend them. How are we doing over there?
We are bubbling away.
That's how you know it's reduced. She's swiping it around the pan and getting those spots, which means that it's pulling like sugar and not reforming like liquid. Why would you ever make a non-heat resistant spatula? I used to have them and we would just melt them because we didn't have spoon rests. Mom,
I know,
did you
I
try
tried
that?
it. Yeah.
That was really good. I want to make more of that. I'm going to make more of that. Step 2, making more.
But I drank all the ginger beer.
You drank all the ginger
Yeah,
beer?
there's probably some left.
Oh my god, you're the worst! Okay, our timer just went off.
So we're at about the halfway mark. We put it in for like 45, 50 minutes. So now we are going to take it out and score the rind and put the glaze on.
And that is going to be her job because, you know, she needs a job.
Sharp knives.
Sharp knives.
Knifing.
I don't want to hurt myself. And are we going to dot this with clove as well? Is that your desire?
Yes.
Okay.
So, then we take our cloves
Oh, yes.
and we start sticking the cloves in.
She loves cloves.
My grandmother used to put the cloves in the corners of everything, and I may have cut these too deep, but we're gonna try.
She
I
wants
like
the clove.
cloves.
That's fine. I support her.
I appreciate that.
All right, moment of glaze.
Do you want to get the baster?
Do I? Well, I was going to pour, and then we can baste if it seems like it's not going in the right spots. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, brush it around so it gets all happy. Thoroughly glazed.
Delicious.
I'm going to reserve this itty bitty bit and maybe throw it on at the last, 5 minutes or something. Make sure there's ample glaze. Ooh, and now the juice at the bottom will be full of glazy flavor.
Yeah. It says to continue to baste your ham, like, periodically as you're cooking it now that you put the glaze on. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to collect all the bits down here in the bottom and just put them on the meat.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to put it in for about another 45 minutes. We're going to check it every 10 or so. Moment of truth. Let's do this.
All right, taking our hat off, which we
The
took
tin
our
hat. Oh, look at that. It looks so
It looks so glazed and so brown, dripping with juices. Oh, delicious. All right. That is a ham, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that. It's so beautiful.
Ooh. Ham looks like a success. Smells like a success. It just smells so sweet. Oh, that glaze. So glazy.
Okay, we're going to try this a little bit right here at the butt.
Oh, that looks
Look at
good.
that.
Pink, perfectly cooked, we hope, because we didn't have a thermometer. But we did it for the appropriate time, so.
Yes. All right, one for you.
Oh, it looks so moist
One
and
for me.
tasty. All right, I'm gonna indelicately nibble off of it because it is hot.
It is very hot, like literally out of the oven.
Mmm.
That was
That's a
really
ham.
good.
That's what a ham is. Mm.
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 You want some?
Uh-huh.